All right, good afternoon. I'm here with Sharon McKee of In-House Graphics. Just closed on the building at 1462 Commercial Street Northeast. So why don't you tell us maybe a little bit about your business? And
I started In-House Graphics 42 years ago, and it was in my home. And then I moved into downtown Salem, next door. We bought the property next door, and all those homes were condemned buildings. We tore it down.
Okay.
And started from scratch. We wanted a brand new building. And we were able to take 17 feet off of my original lot, add it to the new lot with a lot line adjustment, so I got a bigger footprint.
Absolutely.
Because I could create more parking spaces.
Which is essential in an office building.
Absolutely.
Always a big help. And it was an incredibly well-designed building. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Sometimes, when you own something, you get used to looking at it. But when you guys came in and you walked through and did that beautiful video of the building, going, geez, this looks really great.
Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous.
And the buyer was so enthusiastic. That did feel really good to pass it off to somebody who's really excited. They're a young couple that are growing their business, and at this point they have to be in two different places, so this would allow them enough room to consolidate and be in one place, so they're very excited about that.
Yeah, I think it is a very exciting transition. So let's talk maybe a little bit about working with Legacy Real Estate. Have you ever heard of Legacy Real Estate prior?
I had not.
So did you just find us on maybe a Google search?
No,
or?
there was somebody else told me to call you guys.
Okay.
And so I made the phone call and left a message, and you called me right back.
Called right back. I think it's good to be prompt on those return calls.
It is, and I met you in person and thought, it's awful young. but
I've heard that maybe once or twice.
Yeah, we talked it over. I was kind of testing you a little bit because I had, some real estate transactions where I was convinced to go low ball, and I wanted to get a fair price.
Absolutely.
And this is part of my retirement, so you came back and you were exactly right where I wanted you to be.
Perfect.
So that was great.
So I presented a market analysis.
Huge.
Yeah.
It was way more I wanted to read. I just kept going page after page.
Yep.
It was very thorough.
I think it's good to be thorough, so we really did. We looked at a comparable approach and what other sales are out there, but your building being in the condition it was, I felt that maybe it could command a higher rent. So I also took the investment approach, and ultimately, we discussed our pricing and landed on a price. I don't think you even really had to do anything to prepare the building. It was in impeccable condition.
Thank you.
By the time we got to take it to market, so that always helps on my end of the job.
Well, people ask you, what did you do during COVID? Did you quarantine? I sure did, right down at my office.
Yeah.
It really needed to be painted inside and new carpet. Sure. And I found out how easy it was to do the carpeting, and I'm actually a paste-up artist,
Yeah.
So what are those planks but, cut and paste?
Yeah.
So I recarpeted the whole office.
Well, it was amazingly done.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got the property on the market, and
and it just took so long.
it was
3 days.
3 days as well. Is that what it was? Yeah. It was some very quick activity.
There was one little tiny blip when we had their inspector come through, and he came out with quite a list. I'm thinking, seriously? And so and of course I'm a Libra, and I always think I have to take care of everything. So you said, well, we're not going to say yes to everything on their list. Oh, okay, well, that's now I'm better.
Makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
We'll pare that down.
But there was an insistence that there was a problem, and there really wasn't. So
No, there wasn't. And what was that problem that we thought we had?
It was a air conditioning unit in the upstairs in the back office.
Yep.
And you paid for having that
I did.
same
We
company
got it
come
serviced,
back.
had it come back out, and it was as simple as a breaker that was off. So we just got the mini split breaker on, and lo and behold.
Well, he saw it. He sat in his pickup waiting for us to arrive to unlock the building. He said, I don't have to go inside. It's right over there. So
turns it on, and the AC working again.
It was just fine. That was the easiest closing I've ever.
Fantastic.
Ever, yeah. And I've gone through, I sold a farm.
Yep.
I bought a farm in the last 6 years, so I've gone through some pretty complicated things, and this one was by far. I didn't have to pitch a tent, stay the night.
No surprises, smooth, and for me that is such a rewarding part of the job.
Yeah.
Because I know how important this sale was to you, and I really do truly take that to heart with all of my clients. So, and sometimes through no fault of anybody, something goes wrong, but every once in a while they work without a hitch, and this was one of those magical moments that we got to experience together, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to work with you, and I look to continue our friendship and stay in contact. I'd love to hear a little bit about now that you're retired and you've got this wonderful place that you're at. What else are you doing these days?
I'm learning to play tennis, and I say that very optimistically. But,
and you said you're playing, what, 6 days a week?
I'm playing 6 times, six to 8 times, because in some two days a week I play a couple of times in the same day.
Wow. So the learning curve might be a little shorter than the average person. You've got quite the work ethic, and I think it's exemplified through everything that I've seen, in our short time being able to work together and being invited to your gorgeous house here. It's very clear that you're an incredible person and you care about everything. So.
Well, you have an incredible team.
I think I couldn't do anything like what I do without the team. So, well, congratulations on your sale. Congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you.
Thank you again for working with us.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to staying connected.
And we will.
All right.